Skin and Harder Way Southern T, back with another EP. And y'all all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, if you could do your boy a favor, smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Today we here with some boxing news. This boxing news pertains to Emmanuel Neverette. Neverette has a fight this weekend coming up. He was in a pre-fight, conference, pre-fight interview, and they was asking him about, not to look ahead of the fight that he got coming up, right? But they was asking him about plans. What's good, Just Do? Appreciate you sliding through this, John, brother Do. Brother Judah Ben, TWT in the building. Oh, shit, hold on, wrong button. TWT in the building. Brother Judah Ben, appreciate you sliding through this, John. Glad you could make it, pimp. Glad you could make it. What's good, AB? Appreciate you sliding through this, John. AB, TWT. But yeah, we here to talk about Emmanuel Neverette and his comments, he had to make about his next fight. You know what I mean? He said something, highly interesting that I thought. First, I want to read what Shakur Stevenson said, right? Shakur Stevenson said this around about June, and then I'm going to double back to the present time, right? And I'm going to tell you what Emmanuel Neverette had to say. Pertaining earlier this year, Shakur Stevenson, after Shakur Stevenson fought Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson had let it be known that he was interested, in getting undisputed in his division, unifying the division, and that he was interested in a fight with Emmanuel Neverette. Now, for a brief second, it looked like this may have had some traction, and then it quickly folded, right? But this is what Shakur Stevenson, had to say in June. And then we go fast forward to what Emmanuel, had to say yesterday, right? Shakur Stevenson says Emmanuel Neverette priced himself out for a fight against him on September 23rd. That's the fight with Rawson Kornsenkow. Rawson Kornsenkow ended up getting that September 23rd date, right? Shakur Stevenson said that Emmanuel Neverette priced himself out for a fight against him on September 23rd for the WBC and WBO Super Featherweight Championships. He says Neverette immediately didn't want the fight. That's what he told Salvador Sanchez. He said that Neverette didn't want the fight and that he priced himself out. Pricing yourself out. The phrase pricing yourself out gets overused, right? But what the word pricing yourself out means is that when somebody wants to fight you, right, you think of a ridiculous number to get paid so that you don't have to fight them, right? So Shakur Stevenson said Emmanuel Neverette priced himself out to get paid. Okay, but y'all can't, man. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. So Shakur Stevenson said Emmanuel Neverette priced himself out. So let's fast forward. To today, present time. Emmanuel Neverette. The name of the guy that Emmanuel Neverette has to fight right now. It's blowing me, like it's passing me. It's passing me, right? But I'm about to go to this article with Emmanuel Neverette so y'all could get exactly what he said. You know what I mean? Word for word or verbatim. But I thought this was interesting because it's been Shakur has been saying this, right? This ain't even no shit that's been a rumor mill or nothing like that. Shakur has been saying that Emmanuel Neverette, has been avoiding the smoke with him for quite some time now. You know what I mean? This ain't the first time, that we heard Shakur Stevenson say, Neverette don't really, want that smoke. But let me read from this article in Neverette's response to what Shakur Stevenson had to say, right? Again, real quick, I'm gonna read to you what Shakur Stevenson said, and then I'm gonna read Neverette's response. I find it crazy that now all of a sudden, Neverette want to respond. They both got fights. Shakur Stevenson fight on the 23rd. Neverette fight on the 20th. Now Neverette want to respond, right? YouTube. Now Now Neverette, wants to respond, but on this is June the 9th, 2002, right? Shakur Stevenson says Emmanuel Neverette priced himself out for a fight against him on September 23rd. This is the date that Robson Cohen Sankow and Shakur Stevenson ended up getting. What's good, Charles Granger? I appreciate you sliding through this, young Charles. Glad you can make it, pimp. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in, whether you're here for a good time or a long time. If y'all could, do your boy a favor and smash that like button for your boy when you roll in. But this was when Shakur Stevenson was trying to get Neverette on the September 23rd date. Now that he's fighting Robson Cohen Sankow. What's good, Big Tits? TWT in the building. Appreciate you sliding through. Nah, not someone. Emmanuel Neverette said it. El Pinche. And apparently you here, so I must be doing something right. But anyway, back to what I was saying. This is what Emmanuel Neverette had to say, in response to what Shakur Stevenson said. Now, it took him a little while to respond, right? He waited until Shakur Stevenson, had a fight. He got a fight. So they can't, necessarily fight right now. But he said he'll be open to revisiting it, after his fight on the 20th, right? So let's read what Emmanuel Neverette had to say. Emmanuel Neverette has made it known for his intentions to one day face Shakur Stevenson. There was a brief internal discussion among his team that led him to believe it could have happened as early as this weekend. Nothing really came of the preliminary talks, though he hopes it's at least a starting point for a future conversation in his request to eventually become a 3-division titleist. I like how they flipping it in here as if Neverette is the one, who been chasing this fight with Shakur Stevenson, when we all know that it's really been the other way around. You know what I mean? But I digress. There were brief conversations. This is Emmanuel Neverette's statement right here. There were brief conversations with Shakur's team, but nothing really came of it, at least from his side. Neverette revealed to boxing scene. We were ready on our side, but the fight just never happened. So Emmanuel Neverette said that nothing really came from it on Shakur's side. You know what I mean? He said, hopefully we can revisit the conversation after August the 20th. He said, hopefully. You know what I mean? He said, hopefully we can revisit the conversation after August 20th. I think there's nothing left for y'all to do other than, revisit that conversation after August 20th. You know what I mean? Shakur has 2 belts at 130. Emmanuel Neverette has 1 belt at 130. And who's the other champ? Joe Cordina. Right? Shakur Stevenson has the WBC and the WBO. Joe Cordina has what? No, those Neverette is at 126, right? Neverette at 126 right now. So Neverette, he's not even up there with 130. So I guess Neverette, he talking about moving up. That's why he said 3 divisions, right? So Neverette is talking about moving up to fight Shakur, in this piece, right? So let's say Neverette does move up. Let's say Neverette does move up. He does decide to move up and he doesn't fight Shakur. Then I'm coming back to, this statement right here. You know what I mean? And I'm putting it on the table because Neverette clearly told us that, maybe he will be open to fight Shakur. So I hope it's not just what I've been noticing lately is, right, fighters, they talk about, big name fighters. They talk about other popular fighters making fights with them and things like that. They wait until, they have fights in line or they wait until, promotion week. And then they start talking about, the other big fighters. And I want to fight this guy and I want to fight that guy. You know what I mean? I think it's more of a promotional tactic to get eyes for your opponent in your upcoming fight. I still don't know exactly who Emmanuel Neverette is fighting this upcoming weekend. I truly didn't even know that Emmanuel Neverette was fighting this weekend, true enough. You know what I mean? Up until he said this about Shakur Stevenson, and it made headlines. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in, whether you're here for a good time or a long time. If y'all could, do your boy a favor and smash that like button for your boy. So I'm about to keep reading this. I'm about to keep reading this article so we can find out exactly who we getting in the ring with. You know what I mean? The two instead fight barely a month apart in separate title defenses. Neverette 35-1, 29 KOs, puts his WBO featherweight title at stake for a second time as he faces countryman Eduardo Baez this Saturday on ESPN. So he fight this Saturday on ESPN. I didn't even know who he was fighting this weekend. So I'm glad that this came out because now I know, that he fight this weekend. What's good? Skills from New Orleans. TWT in the building. Appreciate y'all sliding through this. John, if y'all could, do your boy a favor, smash that like button for your boy. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time. I got 10 people in the building. If y'all in here and y'all haven't smashed that like button, if you could, do your boy a favor. Smash that like button for your boy. Let YouTube know that we over here. Let YouTube know that we cooking right now. Let YouTube know that you in the building, that we over here doing a good job. You know what I mean? So he's fighting Eduardo Baez, 21-2-2. 5 weeks later, Shakur Stevenson returns to his Newark hometown for his first title defense as the lineal undefeated WBC and WBO lightweight champions. He said prior to both fights being announced, the Neverette team explored the possibility of moving up in weight, which is how the conversation of Shakur Stevenson, came into play. You know what I mean? So I guess, this sound good from Neverette, right? This sound good from Neverette, but until he actually, move up, you know what I mean? Until he actually, make a division move, and this pretty much is just talk. Shakur Stevenson was down there with him. He was trying to get that fight. He couldn't get it, so he moved up. Now, Emmanuel Neverette is saying, a couple years later, a couple belts later, I'll fight Shakur Stevenson. And I'm not even going to say that he's lying, right? And I ain't going to say that he's lying because at first, a couple years ago when Shakur Stevenson wanted to fight Emmanuel Neverette, it didn't make as much business sense, as it does now. It makes a whole lot of business sense now, to stepping up with Shakur Stevenson. So I do think, he's more in tune, more inclined to fight Shakur Stevenson now. Now, I think it's personally just cap, right, until you actually decide to move up in your division, and make that jump. So I'm noticing the pattern. And what I want to do, I want guys to stop telling me about other fighters that they want to fight, like literally the week that they have a fight coming up. You know what I mean? And I get it if people ask you a question. This is what I need y'all to say. I need y'all to say, yeah, but right now I'm focused on the fight that's in front of me. You know what I mean? But after I'm victorious, then I would. I need y'all to do it like that. Because right now what I feel like a lot of people do is they use, I don't even want to say they clout chasing, right? Because that shit get overused a lot. But it is a form of clout chasing, right? They use other big boxers' name, to promote their own fights. You know what I mean? So if I got a fight, let's say I got a fight coming up. Let's say I got a fight coming up with Just Do, right? But Just Do name, right, ain't as big as Big Tech's name, right? So my fight coming up with Just Do, the whole time I'm talking about fighting Big Tech's to get y'all, to grab y'all attention, to get y'all, paying attention to what me and Just Do got on, knowing damn well I don't plan to fight Big Tech's. You know what I mean? I see a lot of that going on. It's a lot of posturing, a lot of pump faking going on. But I'm interested to see what Neverette. I'm interested to see what Neverette does, right? As far as the Shakur Stevenson situation, I'm interested to see what Neverette does as far as his own division because he's still at 126 and he haven't even got undisputed down there. You know what I mean? Neverette, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors, I think, with Neverette and the way that he being moved, you know what I mean, over to where he at type deal. Neverette is a guy, he's had some big fights, but he's also avoided just as many, or it seemed like just as many big fights have avoided him as the ones that he's got, right? You know what I mean? But this give us something to look forward to, you know what I mean? If Neverette ever does decide to move up or whatnot, I'm going to be, on the lookout to see if he stand on his word or to see if, this was just, a promotional tactic. Shakur Stevenson said that this fight could have happened, on the 23rd, but Neverette, priced himself out. So we'll see how this thing shake out. I ain't going to keep y'all here too long because I'm finna drop another video right after this one. Bet fight. I ain't finna keep y'all too long. I'm about to, end this because I'm about to do another, quick vid after this jump. What's good, brother Five? Appreciate you sliding through this jump. G5 about to do his AM cleanup, so make sure y'all head on over there. Appreciate everybody sliding through this joint. Skinny Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.